היום 12 יום שהם שבוע אחד ו5 ימים לעומר. Today is 12 days, which is 1 week and 5 days to the Omer. Hod shbGevurah. 3 contemplations between man and God. Itena adam elibo, bring to your heart, in order for you to complete your overcoming your Yetzer Hara, you should first come and push it away, push it completely off of you. By way of that, straight away pushing away the Yetzer Hara, your overcoming it will be in the most beautiful way possible. Because if you start to do negotiations and back and forth with the Yetzer Hara, maybe I'll do like this, maybe a little bit, maybe that, maybe later. As soon as you start to go back and forth with it and try to make compromise, and then you're going to have a boiling of your blood, and you're going to have even more test with it. Even then, if you overcome it and you don't fall, still you would have lost the beauty of if you would have just ignored it and ran away from it in the beginning. God forbid, there will be some kind of embarrassment, some kind of disgrace in your overcoming. And by way of doing this, pushing the Yetzer Hara away straight away as soon as possible, you will be rectifying Gevurah by way of the Hod, which is the beauty and the splendor within that overcoming. Right? Second one, anytime you overcome a lust that you have from your Yetzer, and by way of overcoming it, you were able to bring into the world the will of the Creator. Straight away admit and be grateful to Hashem, to the Creator, for the power to overcome it, right? And always bring in front of your eyes what the rabbi said in Masechet Sukkah: if it wasn't for Hashem helping a person, you could never overcome the Yetzer Hara. You will be rectifying Gevurah, which is you overcoming your Yetzer Hara, by way of the Midah of Hod, by way of your gratitude to Hashem and recognition that He's the only one that is really helping us to overcome anything. 3. Also, when you're trying to get higher levels of Yirat Shamayim, of more awe of Hashem and fear of Hashem. Also, when you're married to acquire for yourself the attribute of being quick and swift to do the mitzvah, which is rooted in the yesod of fire, the element of fire, which is Gevurah, right, to serve Hashem. Don't give yourself too much credit. Straight away give the recognition and the praise and the gratitude to Hashem for helping you to be quick and swift to do His mitzvot and to overcome your Yetzer Hara. And by way of that, you will be rectifying Gevurah, which is overcoming all of that and being quick, by way of giving the recognition and the gratitude to Hashem. 3 contemplations between man and his fellow man. When you prevent yourself from going into things that are not necessary, and you give away some of your money for tzedakah, you should try to give that money and then the excess things you have to give away to Talmidei Chachamim, and specifically those who learn Mishnah, which are both rooted in Gevurah, in Hod. You will be rectifying Gevurah, which is you taking away and constricting from yourself, so to say, taking from the money you have or taking from the possessions you have and giving them over to people that are rooted in Hod, which are the Talmidei Chachamim, specifically those that are dealing with the Mishnah. When you see your friend overcoming his Yetzer Hara, or trying to become better at being quick to serve Hashem, right? Try to hold his hand, pat him on the back, give him support on their straight actions. When you go to praise them and to give them that pat on the back for doing great and for working on themselves in the right way and being quicker to serve Hashem, try to find words to give them praise that are rooted in psukim, in the words of the prophets. Right, so find you can go to Nehemiah, Ezra, Isaiah, Yirmiyahu, any of these different prophets, and try to find, something there to give them a nice pat on the back with some words from the Nevi'im, because the Nevi'im are rooted in Hod. And by way of that, you will be strengthening and supporting the Gevurah of your friend, right? Their swift actions to serve Hashem, or their overcoming their Yetzer Hara by way of words and recognition and praise from the words of the prophets. Third, contemplation between friends. Also you, when you have to grab onto the midah of Gevurah, of might, and to maybe rebuke someone in your circle, try to do it by way of saying the praise of those that have overcome this kind of action that you're rebuking your friend for, and also praise and thank Hashem on the little bit of good that there is in this person that's listening to this rebuke right now, that's accepting the rebuke. Praise them for that, and praise Hashem for that. And also, when you start to rebuke yourself and to judge yourself, right, to see how far you are really in your own midst from Hashem and from the proper place you should be, right? Right? By way of you recognizing Hashem's with you, and that you have the ability to become better, and that you're trying to connect, in the end you will get yourself out of that situation. And by way of recognizing Hashem in the situation, bringing Hashem into the situation at any given moment, you will be rectifying the midah of Gevurah, which is the rebuke to your friend or to yourself, right, in order to connect more to Hashem, by way of Hod, which is recognizing Hashem and praising Hashem and being grateful to Hashem for the situation and the power to get out of it as well. In the body part, it is when you say thank you to people around you, or you recognize the good that they've done for you, then you should use your left hand, which is rooted in Gevurah, to do the action of gratitude, which is the action of Hod. In time, 3 contemplations, try to thank Hashem Yitbarach, try to thank the Creator, and to say thank you to a friend, or to do some act of gratitude to a friend in the afternoon, which is a time of Gevurah. Second contemplation, try to have extra contemplation in the intention of the prayer and the Amidah in the Shmona Esrei of the ingathering of the exiles, which is rooted in Hod, and specifically in the time of Mincha, which is rectified by Yitzchak, which is the Merkavah for Gevurah. Third contemplation for time, when you say the name Elokim Tzvakot, then you have extra contemplation in it, specifically when you're reading a pasuk from the Nevi'im, which is rooted in Hod, or a pasuk that Aaron HaKohen is mentioned in, and more specifically in the time of Mincha, which is Gevurah again. And the kinyan for the Torah of the day, is the acquisition for the Torah of the day, is Be'ishuv, with a settled mind, with settled contemplation, and a calm mind when learning.